will show the correct results. I call Eugenie Sage.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, Nick Smith, in terms of just claiming that we're dancing on the head of a pin, is misrepresenting the opposition once again. He has obviously not read the substantive supplementary order papers, and there are 8 from the opposition seeking to make quite substantive changes to the legislation. And that's because, yes, it is going through because of the government's majority, but it has a number of defects, which the Green Party has highlighted from day one. They are in the purpose clause, the gutting of The Minister says we're never satisfied. No, Mr Smith, we are not satisfied because we want good, robust legislation that will endure, that actually talks about sustainable management of the oceans. Yes, this legislation does, but it's a whole mix of factors, so there's no clear direction to the decision makers about which should be given priority. There's no clear emphasis on protection and preservation of the marine environment, which is part of our commitment under UNCLOS. There is these planned activities. The transitional provisions are very broad. They potentially allow quite a lot to happen in the marine environment without the need to get a marine consent, particularly with the commencement date potentially being not till 1 July 2014. The mining industry said to Select Committee that they were very, very happy with this bill, once again underlying that there's not enough commitment to environmental protection in the bill if the industry is happy with it. And we have, throughout the House's consideration and in Select Committee, sought constructively to improve the bill. We still haven't had clarification around the scope and impact of the transitional provisions and the planned activities and what can be allowed there. So there's the potential for some quite serious oil exploration to occur without the need for a marine consent. So yes, Mr Chair, this bill will go through. It certainly is an improvement because we haven't got legislation there at the moment, but the fact that there isn't the ability to appeal to the Environment Court will make it very difficult for the community to engage. The time limits on hearings will mean that, again, very complex applications. The EPA will be under substantial pressure to deal with those quickly, and given that applicants will have been able to develop those over several years, it's actually restricting the ability of the community to get involved in the way that occurs under the RMA at the moment. So yes, it is improvement on the status quo, but there are a number of constructive changes that the opposition put forward in its SOPs, and it's disappointing that those haven't been more seriously considered by the government.
Call Moana Maki.